So welcome to the class, and in this we're going to do the concepts in order to understand the Keynesian uh, analysis of determination of income and employment output. So let's start with ex ante, ex post. Just look at this, have a look at it. Now ex ante and ex post. Ex ante simply means intended or planned. For example, ex ante investment means investment which is intended to be made during the year, and ex post means actual. For that is ex post investment we talk about, which will mean actual investment made. Now ex ante is planned, it is expected, and ex post means realized. Now the significance of this distinction is that all variables, everything, all the variables in the theory of income determination in the Keynesian analysis are ex ante variables. So that is why it is very important to know that. Now let's take aggregate demand. What's the meaning? It refers to the total value of final goods and services that all sectors of the economy taken together are planning to buy at a given level of income during a period of time. So you understand, it is like again planning. Just see the word which is used is planning. Planning is again ex ante. It is simply the planned demand or the ex ante demand. Now by definition, the goods and services purchased for consumption and investment are called final products. So aggregate demand equals total expenditure on consumption and investment that all sectors of the economy taken together plan to undertake at each income level. So that's there to understand. So what are the components? It is C plus I plus G plus X minus M. That is private consumption expenditure, investment expenditure, government final consumption expenditure, and then you have net exports. I'm sure you can sort of relate it to what we did in national income accounting. By expenditure method, when we talked about these four variables or four components. Now in this, let us describe each of them. Now let's take the private final consumption expenditure. What is it? It means the planned expenditure on final consumption goods and services by households at a level of income during a given period of time. The demand is influenced by the disposable income of the households. So that is private consumption expenditure. It depends upon the income of the households. Now talking about investment expenditure, it is the planned expenditure on new capital goods by producers during a period of time. So these capital goods are in the form of machinery, buildings, equipment, inventory. So investment comprises expenditure on A, fixed capital business assets like machinery, equipment, buildings. B, we have inventory. And C, we have residential construction. So then we come to government expenditure. Government expenditure is a planned consumption expenditure of general government on providing free services to the people. And these are for welfare purpose, like for example of for law and order, defense, education, health, sanitation, roads, etc. Then you have what is known as net exports. Export minus import. Net export is the planned net expenditure by foreigners on the goods and services produced in the country during a period. It equals values of exports less value of imports. Now we come to aggregate supply. It means the value of final goods and services planned to be produced by all production units in the